Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we go to USFL here for our kickoff between the New Jersey Generals and the Birmingham Stallions. And this one, week one here, about to be on the way here. And so we've got kickoff about to start off here. And so the Stallions will be kicking the ball off here. So the Generals will get the football first, and we'll see how everything plays out. All right, and they're just about lined up for kickoff, and we'll see if the Stallions can defend their title in which they won last year after a tremendous season. So we'll see if they can continue the success this year. Kickoff now on the way, and so let's see what kind of return we'll get here by the Generals. And so the Generals get it at about the 5, and so he's got it now at about the 30 and still on his feet and brought down at about the 38-yard line. And so New Jersey will take over from their own 39-yard line, and we'll see how things get going from here for the New Jersey Generals. And so they've got Johnson coming out at quarterback, DeAndre Johnson. And so last season he was 4-0 as a starter, and he was 72% completion percentage and 4 rushing touchdowns last year, which led the USFL. So we'll see how he continues this year for the Generals. So starting off first and 10 from their own 39-yard line. One back in the backfield here, multiple tight ends on the play. Two receivers, bottom of the formation. Takes a snap, play fake, looking, pass rush touches him, and he just gets rid of that one there. That's going to be incomplete. And so that time pass rush got to him, had to throw the ball incomplete. Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, so we got second and 10 coming up from their own 39-yard line. But what's good with you, Braden? All right, shotgun formation here. Tight end goes in motion. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. They snap the ball. Throws it to the tight end short. He cuts up field, and he gets the first down before being spun around there. We'll see where they give him with forward progress there, but should be a first down. Braden says doing good. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, meanwhile, I'll put the poll question up. All right, so here we go. So they're going to mark it now third and 1 here is what they're calling it. All right, shotgun here. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back gets the first down there. Picked up about a good 3 yards on the carry and a first down. So right now, General's moving the football here. And again, that was Darius Victor with the carry and the first down for the Generals. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation again. This time, two receivers, two tight ends, one back, snaps the ball, fakes to the back, bootlegs to the right, and he's going to throw it to the tight end. The tight end, he took on some contact there, fumbled the ball. That will be a turnover here. So first drive of the season here for the Generals results in a fumble. And honestly, I can't blame the tight end that time. Look at the hit that he took. I mean, he took on two guys at once. Yeah, you're going to lose that battle when you're going against those guys right there. Lost the football, and the Stallions came away with it. Let's see. Braden says the NFL draft shorts I've been making have been doing pretty great. And so, hey, that's great. That is great. That is great. That's what's up. Obviously, this time of the year, a lot of excitement with the draft. And so, definitely understand that. Great time of the year, honestly. We've got draft, we've got NBA playoffs. I was watching a bit of the playoffs earlier today. We've got the start of the USFL season, the conclusion pretty soon of the XFL season. So, a lot of things going on. Meanwhile, first down here for the Stallions, and they're already going to take a deep shot here. He has a man, and he gets the completion all the way to about the 3-yard line. So that's how you start off defending your title. The defense makes a big play, and the offense makes an even bigger play. My man Smith completing that deep pass right there. Wow. Braden says I've put a couple of them on Instagram too. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. And you say, what a play. Yes, exactly. You want to talk about excitement right there. And so that time, getting Watkins there on that deep pass, love it. Excellent pass, excellent concentration to make the catch there. And so, hey, that's going to give them great, excellent field position here at the goal line. And I love the pocket that he had as well that time. I mean, you see that time they had the lineman pull out that time. Excellent play call. All right, so here we go. And so, okay, so he wasn't touched on that one, so that was a touchdown. So therefore, that the extra point. And so, hey, just like that, the Stallions get on the board. I mean, I didn't even realize he wasn't even touched on that time. So that was a touchdown pass. Tremendous. All right, meanwhile, let me refresh the screen, see if that'll update the scoreboard. But yeah, huge play, huge play. So we'll see how the Generals respond. Obviously, first time out there, they went out and didn't get the results they wanted. Actually turned the ball over. And hey, the Stallions did a great job of turning that into points. All right, so finally the scoreboard decides to update here. You guys know I'm going Stallions in this one, obviously. We got to defend our title from last year. What are your thoughts so far on the NBA playoffs so far, Braden? Let's see. Braden says the Stars versus Showboats game was good, and so yeah, I caught like the last quarter of those two teams playing, and so but yeah, from what I seen, it did look good there. Great all the way down to the finish, and so I'm hoping that this game turns out to be one like that. But then again, as long as the Stallions win, that's all I really want. You say you're surprised by how dominant the Celtics were, and so tell me about it. Tell me about it. And so, yeah, I was using the Dog app, and so I was one shy of winning 1,000 if it wasn't for John Collins going out there and disappointing in the second half, in which he just went MIA and stuff like that. I would have won 1,000. So I'm not happy with John Collins right now. But yeah, I mean, they went out there and Boston looked great. I mean, it was a team effort. Like they really looked great. As you mentioned, dominant. If they can keep that intensity up and stuff like that, that would be tremendous for them. But they really looked amazing out there. It was fun to watch. No reason why they can't bring out the brooms against these guys. No reason why. All right, so here we go. Kickoff here on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Generals. All right, so he catches at the 3. He's at the 10. Fakes the reverse. Still has it. And look at that, 30. And he gets tripped up at about the 35-yard line there. So the offense will take over from their own 35-yard line. Last time out there, they were moving the football, but they ended up turning the ball over by ways of a fumble. So we'll see how things finish then. Let's see. Braden says going to be flipping back and forth between this game and the Warriors and Kings game. And so, oh, I understand that. I certainly understand that. Absolutely. All right, so there is a penalty out there. All right, so second offensive possession here. Let's see what the penalty is. All right, so after the penalty here, we'll see where the Generals will line up at. Let's see. Rating says Knicks are up 9 on the Cavs, and so hey, I knew that was a great one too. That was a great one too. I mean, obviously, I'll be streaming tomorrow with the Lakers. You know, I got to stream my team and stuff like that, so I'm looking forward to seeing the Lakers tomorrow. A wee bit nervous because everybody keeps talking about we've got a chance, and so that's never a good sign when everybody believes in us. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to the Lakers and Grizzly tomorrow for sure. All right, so here we go here for the Generals. Slot receiver goes in motion. They give him the ball here on the end around, and he spins and picks up a yard. And the play, excellent job there by the tackle there by the Stallions. They're just going to bring up second down coming up. All right, so we got second and 9 here. Again, second possession here offensively here by the Generals. They trail right now 7-0. Shotgun formation here for Johnson. Two receivers at the bottom of the screen here. Two tight ends, one back. He snaps the ball, throws it quickly there, and it's going to be incomplete. Ball went right through the receiver hands there. Incomplete. So third down coming up here, third and 9. Let's see. Braden says you saw Ohio State play their spring game today, and so ooh, I heard that some of the Ohio State faithful are turning on our alleged to be starting quarterback Cal McCord. So he must have performed pretty poorly there. So not encouraging news there, but still plenty of time to get it right. All right, so here we go. Third and 9 here. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes the snap. Defense sending five. They pick up the pressure. He's on the move here. Let's see what he does. And he goes out of bounds here. Maybe picked up half a yard at best on the play. That's going to bring up fourth down. And so the Generals will have to punt the ball. And so don't tell me, Braden, that Iowa has asked you to spy on Ohio State. Tell me that's not the case. And so locked, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? Meanwhile, Generals punt the ball and the Stallions catch it within their own five. Makes one guy miss, but the second guy brings them down. And they'll take over from their own 6 yard line after scoring a touchdown on their first drive offensively. Let's see what they do this time now that they'll have to drive 94 yards to reach the end zone. Let's see. Locke says, I'm confused. Some people say Ohio State quarterback played good, and others say he was awful. And so I didn't see it myself, Locked. I wish I did, but I haven't seen it myself. But from what I've seen, I mean, it sounds like I'm hearing quite a few people saying that he played bad and stuff like that. But it's still really early and stuff like that. And we got the weapons and stuff like that. And so I mean, I'm sure it's just a matter of, everybody has good and bad, games and stuff like that, practices, all that stuff, scrimmages, I should say. But I'll definitely be tuning in to see, more of it for sure to evaluate for myself and determine, how that quarterback room is looking out there. Because the one thing we certainly need, we got to have high quarterback play right now. I mean, Ohio State's defense has not been what it's been, say 5 years ago and higher and stuff like that. So we need the offense to stay at a high level. That is what we need. Let's see. Braden says, no, they haven't. And you say, I didn't even watch. I just saw it was today. Okay, Braden. I was about to say that they have you full time scouting and spying on Ohio State. That is not right. Let's see. Locke says, you an almost Ohio State fan? And so, I'm definitely Ohio State. Ohio State all the way. All the way. Yeah, Buckeyes all the way. That goes for college football, college basketball, all the way Buckeyes. And again, we're currently right now at the commercial here, but still in the first quarter right now with 10 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first quarter with the Stallions leading this one 7-0. Again, this is week one here of the USFL. And I really had to think about this game as to, because obviously the start of the USFL, I know the XFL is still going on, and obviously NBA playoffs. It feels like a lot of things are overlapping right now, honestly. I mean, a lot of things right now. So, a lot of things to choose from. All right, so here we go for the Stallions. This will be their second offensive drive here of the game, and they scored a touchdown on just one play last time out there. So let's see what happens here offensively as Smith and company get ready to see if they can drive down the field here. All right, so already here you've got two receivers, you got a tight end, you've got two backs here next to the quarterback in the shotgun. He snaps the ball and he's going to give it to the back right up the middle. And nice pickup on the play there by Williams there. And Williams going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Let's see, like says, yeah, we're spoiled with sports. And so, oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. And not to mention, we have the draft and stuff like that. I mean, it's a great time. NBA playoffs just heating up. My goodness, what can I say? All right, so 2nd and 5, shotgun here, takes a snap and gives it to the back again. This time, though, he is met there by Mr. Young off the edge, and he's going to make sure that Williams doesn't go anywhere. So we got third down coming up here. And if you're the Stallions here, 3rd and 5, you certainly want to pick this up here. You don't want to punt from this deep in your own territory and give them good field to work with. You want to pick up this first down here and move the chains. Let's see, Locke says NHL and MLB too. And so, yeah, MLB starting as well. All that stuff. And so, absolutely, so many things. So many things. All right, so we go 3rd and 5. Right now, he snaps the ball. Throws it right before the rush gets to him there. And it's going to be incomplete. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty there. So, they're going to call 25 on that one. That's going to gift them with a first down. Gonna gift them with a first down. But yeah, and I do also want to say that I know that in the past I've been able to post like in the last couple years. I usually am more up to date with like all the NFL news and transactions and stuff like that. More of like the mock drafts and stuff like that. But honestly, this year it's just been a matter of me just trying to work multiple jobs and stuff like that, and then like just the whole medical stuff. And so I have not been able to have the energy to keep up as much as I've been doing in the years past. So I'm hoping that that changes and stuff like that in the future. But yeah, it's been a struggle on JB's side, so I do want to apologize for that and appreciate you guys for sticking with me here. Meanwhile, the carry here with the back, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage here. So that's going to bring up now 2nd down coming up. Again, 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Stallions up 7-0. Let's see, Locke says, who am I rooting for? I am rooting for the Stallions. So, yes, I am a Stallions fan, and so I want to see us defend our title. But we got 2nd and 10 here. All right, looks like 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball, shotgun formation, and throws it outside to the receiver, and it's incomplete. This is like the second time it has hit him on the fingers here. 3rd down coming up. Let's see, Braden says, understand, JB, and so yes, appreciate that. All right, let's see. So 3rd down coming up, again, 7 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see if Smith and company can get another first down here on 3rd down. 5 seconds here on the play clock. They snap the ball in the pocket, throws it short. It's caught by the receiver. Can he use his speed to get there? He's about a yard shy of the first down there. 4th down coming up. And so let's see. Bruh moment, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? And you say, you know that you can show the game and not get banned or taken down as long as you don't show the commercials. And you say you would also get more views, but I understand if you don't want views, just a suggestion. And so, hey, appreciate the suggestion there. Appreciate the suggestion there. I may have to actually look more into that for sure. All right, so here we go. Fourth down coming up here, 4th and 1. And so the Stallions will punt the ball. Let's see if we get a return here. And so no return. Oh, look at that bounce there. And so, yeah, not the bounce you're hoping for, but they'll take over from about their own 41-yard line here. So we'll see what the Generals can do here with this good field position. Can they cash in and get their first points of the season? All right, meanwhile, we got 5 votes in, and so all 5 votes so far are for the Stallions. Is there anybody out there rooting for the Generals right now? Do let me know. Do let me know. And so up, we got our first vote here for the Generals. Okay, bet, bet, bet. Let's see. Locke says, "How could he do it without getting in trouble?" And so I had I've me and the sports splits when we started ours. I remember last year, and I think he tried one with college football, and his got taken down like midstream. But he did that as like a test trial and stuff like that. So it's kind of risky and stuff like that. But absolutely, absolutely. And let's see, Braden says, I have been watching a lot of NFL draft prospect highlights. And so tell me this, Braden, when it comes to some impressive players at the safety position and stuff like that, because when everybody's talking about defensive backs in this upcoming draft, I tend to hear a lot about the cornerbacks and for good reason and stuff like that. But give me some safeties and stuff like that that we can look at because, my team, Devin McCourty, he's retired and stuff like that. So I am very curious about some potential guys that might be available, say I'll say round 4, 5, 6, something like that, that we can get at the safety position that can come in and be a force. Let's see, Locke says maybe since it's Fox and it's on local channel. All right, so we got another vote that came in here for the Generals. Okay. Let's see. Brady says Christian Gonzalez and Isaiah Foskey. And so bet, bet, bet. And so isn't Christian a cornerback? I thought. But yeah, I know it's a very deep class when it comes to a bunch of corners and stuff like that. Maybe Bill will draft a corner that he'll convert to a safety or something like that, like he did originally with Devin McCourty. Maybe. But I'm very excited for the draft. I mean, because outside of the draft, there's no way that Bill's going to go out there and acquire marquee talent for us. So we've got to do it through the draft. But who's a team that so far throughout the NFL free agency has really caught your attention to where you're like, okay, this team has just been doing like a lot of things. Like for me, the Atlanta Falcons lately, every time I wake up, I feel like the Falcons are out here signing somebody, and I like what they're doing defensively and stuff like that. So for them, it's going to depend on really Desmond Ritter and can he take that step honestly as the Atlanta Falcons quarterback. That's going to be the question for them. And if he can do a decent job, then hey, they can be a surprise team. But here we go, 1st and 10. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, gives it to the back here. Faked the end around, but gave it to the back, and the back picked up about 2 yards on the play, 2, 3 yards. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Generals from their own 46-yard line. They trail 7-0 in this one in the first quarter. 6 minutes, 28 seconds to go. All right, let's see. Braden says Jordan Battle from Alabama is the best safety in the draft. And let's see. Braden says, yes, Christian Gonzalez is a corner. The Texans made a lot of moves. And so, yeah, Houston made a lot of moves. And obviously, the best move for them is going to really be dependent on what Carolina does. But something tells me that Houston really likes one quarterback more than the other. Now, you guys can guess which quarterback it is. I feel like that quarterback is Bryce Young for them. But they like one quarterback more than the other, I feel like, for Houston. But obviously, Lovie Smith did not do them any favors last year. So it's not up to them. All right, but here we go. We've got 3rd and 2 right now coming up here. 3rd and 2. All right, so 3rd and 2. 2 seconds here. Got to snap the ball, and he does. But wait a second. There is a penalty here. Yep, that's going to back them up 5 yards here. But yeah, I mean, the Texans, they made moves. I mentioned the Falcons, they made moves. I noticed what Carolina's doing as well, being aggressive. Chicago as well. Some teams that are making some moves out there, honestly. And the Jets are doing so much to try to appease Aaron Rodgers already. I thought they were going to go ahead and try to move the Green Bay as well and just change their name to the Packers also. Shoot. All right, so here we go. We've got three receivers, one tight end, one back. 8 seconds here on the play clock. Snaps the ball. Defense sends five. He throws the ball to the back out the backfield. Who gets it? And he's brought down at the 50-yard line. So well short, well shy of the first down marker here. 4th and 3 coming up from the 50-yard line. Let's see. Braden says, "Excuse me, safety Allen Branch. I'm sorry, Alabama, damn it, from Alabama, Brian Branch. Brian Branch. Okay, okay, Brian Branch. That's the name I've seen also. I don't know what I was thinking as well. I should have corrected that one there, but I was like Jordan Battle. I was like, man, I must be really off there. There's another guy from Bama. Okay, okay, now we're on the same page there. And you say, yeah, Jets fans have really been annoying. That's not how you talk about a trade partner, Braden. But honestly, though, I mean, the fact that both sides say that this is a done deal is what makes it even more aggravating. Because I'm like, if it's a done deal, just make it done already. Like, like what's the hold up? Just get it done. And so, yeah, about getting Rodgers. And so, what gets me is if you're the Jets and stuff like that, why would you imitate the Green Bay Packers and stuff like that when you see it did not work for you guys when it came to, like trying to appease and accommodate Aaron by giving Aaron all he wants and stuff like that? It didn't work and stuff like that. So, why go this extra mile? You already had a great receiver, in which, honestly, if I was Garrett Wilson, I don't know how I'd feel right now. The fact that we're over here onboarding so many additional receivers, acting like I'm not the star receiver and stuff like that. Like what's going on? But hey, I mean, they're appeasing a guy who's not even on the roster. I could not imagine Bill Belichick doing that for anybody. Heck, he won't do it for a guy who's on the roster. But again, we are currently right now at the commercial here. Let's see. Braden says they can do that. I don't care. LOL. Oh my my my. Well, I tell you what though. I mean, regardless of which year they're talking about first round pick and stuff like that, at this point, I'm like, look, just if you don't want to give up a first, and I'd be like, look, give me a second round pick for the next 4 years and let's call it a deal. Or make it a condition that every year that Aaron Rodgers plays, you guys get a second round pick each year that he continues to play. And then watch him play for like 9 years. All right, so here we go for the Stallions here. They're up 7-0 from their own 16-yard line. Snaps the ball out of the shotgun, and they're going to give it to the back, but the back is brought down in the backfield that time. They were ready for it. And that's how you bring down a physical runner and stuff like that, especially someone of his size and stuff like that. You get him in the backfield before he gets going. And so Braden says, I would agree to that, LOL. And so, I mean, it's only fair. That way, the Jets don't have to give up their first round pick and stuff like that. And then each year that he play, you guys just keep getting second round picks. I mean, especially if you anticipate that Rodgers won't play more than 2, 3 years and stuff like that. Now, if he ends up playing more than 3 years, then shoot, that's the price you would end up paying regardless if he ended up, if the expectation was to play 4 or 5 years and stuff like that. So, hey, JB can get this deal done. Just put JB on the phone. I will get this deal done. All right, but we got third down coming up here. Third and 12 right now for the Stallions. Again, they lead this one 7-0. Shotgun formation. Two receivers at the top and bottom of the screen. The back goes in motion. Smith with the ball. Throws it to the back. Scarborough gets it, and he's going to get brought down here at about almost the 20-yard line and well short of the first down marker. So the Stallions will have to punt the ball. All right, so punt formation out there. Let's see. Braden says, what's happening with Mac Jones? What's happening with Mac Jones is just simply, I don't even know how to describe it honestly there, but I feel like at one point in time, Bill Belichick was mad with Mac Jones. I feel like he was at one point in time, but I don't think that it's necessarily true that he's out there trying to actively trade Mac Jones because the contract that Mac Jones is on, he can understand the value with that. There will be a quarterback competition, but Mac Jones will ultimately win the quarterback competition because Bill O'Brien, the familiarity there, and stuff like that. So he'll win the competition, and at some point, this smoke will all just pass and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of nothing right now. But if it motivates him like it's been doing, then hey, I'm all for it. If it pisses him off to the point where he grows up and mature, I am all for it. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation. Generals, throw the ball. It's going to be completed there, close to the first down marker. Let's see where the officials spot this one at with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. What they call it a first down? Looks like it's going to be just shy. So second down coming up here, 2nd and 1. All right, so 2nd and 1 here. Shotgun formation. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back up the middle, and he gets enough for the first down. Fresh new set of downs here. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Again, they trail right now 7-0. Phoenix, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? And you say, what's up, JB? Your favorite fisherman has joined the live stream. And so, hey, glad to have you here, Phoenix. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, so here we go. Shotgun here for the Generals. Again, they're still trying to get their first points of the game. It's been a very defensive game. Throws a quick pass there to the receiver. I like it. Blockers in front of him. Makes a guy miss and takes it all the way to about the 36-yard line of the Stallions here with about 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. And so they're finally moving the ball here, in which, I mean, first drive they had the ball. They did move the ball until they ended up fumbling the ball. And then the Stallions, they had scored on a long, deep 61-yard touchdown pass. But since then, it has been all defense since then. All right, so shotgun formation here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Snaps the ball, and he gives it to the back up the middle, and he's going to take it to about the 30-yard line there. That should take us to the end of the first quarter. And so at the end of the first, it is the Stallions who lead this one 7-0 over the Generals. Again, Stallions trying to defend their world championship from last year. And again, we got 10 votes in, and so 8 of you guys believe in the Stallions just like JB, and 2 of you believe in the Generals here. But we are currently right now at the commercial with it being the end of the first quarter. Let's see. Meanwhile, JB wants to check himself to see how the NBA playoffs are shaping up. But have you guys been able to watch any of the NBA playoffs so far today as well? I see that the Knicks are currently leading right now over the Cavaliers. And again, still at the commercial here. All right, let's see. Phoenix says he picked the Generals, but you have no clue when it comes to USFL. And so, hey, Phoenix, that was me last year. It was really my first year really watching it last year. And so I chose the Stallions and stuff like that last year. I liked their defense and stuff like that, plus Smith at quarterback. And hey, it worked. It worked out. We won last year. So, I'm sticking with them this year. But hey, that's really how it starts, right? You pick a team and then you just grow with them. Honestly, you just grow with them. And honestly, I mean, because I did want to conclude the XFL, I really did wanted to like stick with the XFL until it was finished. But the fact that the USFL and the XFL overlapped like it did, plus the NBA playoffs and stuff like that, so it was just I had to make some tough decisions here. I had to make some tough decisions, so I decided USFL today, and then tomorrow I will do the NBA because my Lakers are in the playoffs, and so I am fully invested in watching my Lakers and stuff like that. Let's see. Phoenix says, "How can you watch this game?" And so this game is currently on Fox. And so if you have Fox, that is how you'll be able to watch this game, watching it live through Fox. That is the way to watch it. Speaking of how to watch the game, and again, this game is right here is on Fox and stuff like that. But like speaking of watching the games, how do you guys feel about the fact that now we can actually watch NFL Sunday ticket through YouTube now. So how do you guys feel about that moving from Direct TV and the price associated with that now with it moving to YouTube and stuff like that? So what are you guys thoughts on that? And let's see, Braden says Knicks up 8 in the fourth quarter. And so, hey, Knicks putting in the work. Now that is a great series right there, honestly. Like one of my favorite series so far in this playoffs. Watching the Knicks and the Cavaliers. I want to root for both, but I'm gonna root for the Knicks to win that one. All right, they give it to the back, and the back showing some burst there. Takes it all the way to the 20-yard line and a first down here for the Generals. And so the Generals here now have approached that red zone here. So let's see if they can cap it off and get some points here. And that time they moved a lot of linemen there to that left side to help create that space. Let's see, Braden says, I so happen to pick the team that rivals with JB's team, LOL. What a coincidence right there, Braden. What a coincidence. All right, so here we go. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball, fakes it to him, throws a quick pass for the screen there, and the screen is going absolutely nowhere because that Stallion defense got to him. I can see that defense is still playing at a high level this year, just like they did last year so many times. But yeah, I am excited for the draft and stuff like that because honestly, these incoming rookies, when it comes to playing like those deeper fantasy football leagues where you have like more than I say 14 teams or more, those rookies come in clutch. Like the guy who won our league, Mr. JB's team won last year because he drafted the right rookies last year. I believe he had guys like Kenneth Walker on his fantasy team and stuff like that. I think at some point maybe he had Joan Dotson stuff like that early in the season. So he had the right rookies on his team. Let's see. Brady said you never had Sunday tickets, so you don't know. And so I mean, I had like because it was on direct TV and like me staying inside of an apartment and stuff like that, and they would not allow me to let like bring out direct TV equipment and stuff like that, forced me to have to not use it the last couple years. And so this is something I wish was in effect earlier. Meanwhile, on 3rd and 7, quarterback looking. Throws it near the end zone, and what a completion! Taking it all the way to the 2 yard line. And so, excellent job. He stood there in the pocket, saw his man, got the completion. And so now they're going to have a first down and goal from the 2 yard line here for the Generals. But I'll tell you what, though, Braden, that price, though, I may be sticking with NFL Red Zone considering that price. All right, but we got first and goal right now here in the second quarter. Forced to call a timeout here. Forced to call a timeout. Receiver went in motion. He did not want the receiver to go in motion that time. Forced to burn a timeout, but a good decision. That timeout is worth it right there. Rather take the timeout than to take that penalty right there when you're 2 yards away from the end zone. Let's see. Braden says great route. All right, so here we go. First and goal. Fresh off the timeout here for the Generals. Again, they trail right now 7-0, but faced with an opportunity to try to get their first points of the game and possibly tie. Shotgun formation, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Receiver goes in motion, snaps the ball, fakes to the receiver. Quarterback stumbles but keeps it and hurdles the guy in the end zone for a touchdown. And so that's Dakota there who kept it himself for the touchdown. And so now they get their first points of the game. And so Braden says, touchdown, absolutely. And so, I mean, look at that space, though. Like, I could have scored a touchdown, honestly. That was a lot of space. Now, I don't know if I would have hurdled the guy like that, but I would have gotten to the end zone. All right, so we got the PAT attempt coming up here to try to tie things up here in the second quarter with 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So, therefore, we're all tied up 7-7 in this one. So, again, all tied up 7-7 here. Both teams have reached the end zone once, and so let's see how things continue to play out from here. All right, let's see. Braden says Dakota Precup was starting quarterback at Oregon before Justin Herbert started. And so, really? You know, I almost forget who the quarterback was before Justin Herbert. Let's see. Braden says he was in CFL for a couple years too. And so, okay, bet. Let's see, 29 years of age. Yeah, from California. Bet. Okay, so before Oregon, he went to Montana State University. Okay, bet. All right, so 11 votes in right now. So Stallions at 73%. Braden says Cavs are down on two now. Okay, trying to storm back. Bet you Donovan Mitchell and company getting it going. All right, so now that we've got the Generals, they've scored their first touchdown of the game here. Both teams have scored. So now we'll get to see what the Stallions can do here in the second quarter here. Now that they've seen the Generals score, let's see how they respond from that. All right, so here we go. Lined up. Kickoff now is on the way. So let's see if we'll get a return here. And it's caught at the own 15. He's at the 25 now, 30, 35, 40, and brought down at the 42-yard line. So that's where the Stallions will take over from their own 42-yard line. So great field position. Let's see if they can make it count. I feel like they're going to need to air it out again. I mean, they scored that touchdown when Smith took a shot. They may need to take another shot right now, I feel like, on this drive. And let's see. Braden says, yeah, Donovan Mitchell is going off. He has 37 points right now. I knew I should have took Donovan Mitchell for the over in this one instead of. I knew I should have waited that extra game. Dang it. All right, so here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Play fake. Smith. Pressure's there, but he throws it over the middle. It's completed there. Nice catch, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line. So we're already now in the Generals' territory right now. So great pass right there, great poise. And it's just something about Smith, the way that he looks right now in the pocket. And I know that he's only got 7 points for his squad, but he just has a certain level of comfort at that quarterback position that you got to love. All right, so shotgun formation again. Takes the snap. Defense sends 4. Steps up. Throws it. And it's going to be completed. Okay. Completed and brought down at the 25-yard line. Found Sternberger with the reception there. Braden says Knicks up 4 with about 30 seconds left. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here. Again, 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second quarter here. So 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Receiver goes in motion, snaps the ball, fakes it to the receiver. Well, he gave it to the back that time, but the back is only going to pick up a yard on the play. All right, so we got 2nd and 9 coming up here. 10 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter. I feel like it'll be a great time to take a deep shot right now for Smith and the offense. All right, so here we go. I'd like to see an end zone shot. So they're going to go 5 receivers here. It's going to be up to the offensive line to protect. 1 second right now in the play clock, and they snap the ball. Threw it quickly, and it's completed there by the receiver. Shaked one guy and lost his helmet on the play, which is going to draw a penalty right there as that helmet was yanked off of him. But Mr. Davis said that is okay. He's out here to make plays. Braden says nice catch and also a face mask. Absolutely. I mean, a face mask and then some. I mean, if you yank somebody's helmet off like that and they don't call it, then I don't know what else would be a face mask. But yeah, yanked it off, but it didn't matter. Yep, so tack on those yards as well. I mean, doesn't get any worse than that, fam. Doesn't get any worse than that. All right, so the Stallions trying to respond since the Generals scored a touchdown their last time out there. So the Stallions, they want to score another touchdown of their own here. And these are the plays that make up the difference between winning and losing. When you have opportunity to get points, the difference between getting 7 and 3 is huge. So here we go, 1st and goal right now. 8 yards away from the end zone. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Gives it to the back off the right side. Cuts up, and he's going to take it all the way to about the 2-yard line. So they are knocking on the door. And that was Marable with the carry. All right, so they're hurrying up to the line here. They snap the ball, and oh, he gave it to the back that time. He was moving so fast, I had no idea if he kept it or gave it to the back. But they want to hurry up again. I like it. They want to hurry up again here. And the back was just short. Snaps the ball. Low snap. Low snap, so he couldn't do anything with it. Sometimes it pays to slow it down just to ensure that stuff like that doesn't happen. He's frustrated. He's upset. He knows how big of a mistake that was. That cost him points. And he just couldn't handle the low snap. So yeah, very frustrated about that, and he knows how big of an opportunity that was for them. So just to bring out the field goal kicker here, 23-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So they take the lead here, reclaim the lead. They're up 10-7 right now, but they left some points on the table, and Smith knows it. He knows it. All right, let's see. Braden says the Knicks win 101-97. You say Jalen Brunson had a nice game also. And so, man, I should have waited for that game right there. Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. But yeah, so the Knicks are up 1-0. That's what's up. How did Julius Randle play in that game? And again, we're currently right now at the commercial because the Stallions, they got 3 points there. And so it would have been a touchdown most likely had he not messed up the snap there. But 3 points is better than no points right now. So they lead this one 10-7 here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go before the half. Last time out, we saw the Generals score a touchdown. So we'll see what they do this time. All right, and so far in this one, I mean, looking at how the game has played out so far in this one, both teams have been pretty almost even when it comes to time of possession. The Generals have had the ball for 11 minutes and 38 seconds, while the Stallions have had it for 10 minutes and 8 seconds. They both have had 4 drives so far. Generals 19 plays, Stallions 16 plays. And so the biggest difference so far is the yards per play, in which the Stallions, they're averaging about 8 yards per play right now. Meanwhile, the Generals are under 5 yards per play so far. Let's see. Braden says he had a double double, and so okay, bet, bet, bet. So the guys played how I expected for them to play. Bet. All right, so about to get ready for kickoff here. All right, so he's lined up for the kickoff here. Kickoff is on the way. Catches it from his own 14. And he gave it to the other guy now, and so on the end of the round, and he goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. So that's where the Generals will take over, and they trail right now 10-7. But last time out there, they found the end zone. So let's see if they can keep the magic going here for the Generals, and if they can see if they can reach the end zone again here. All right, so quarterbacks lined up under center here. You've got multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion, and they're going to give it to the back, and the back off the right guard. And oh, nice pickup on the play that time. He's About a good 3 yards shy of that first down marker. Second down coming up. So we got 2nd and 3 coming up here. Again, second quarter with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. All right, shotgun. You've got multiple tight ends, two receivers, one back. Take the snap, looking, throws it to the receiver on the outside. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Tight coverage on the play. Third down coming up here. So 3rd and 3 coming up. All right, so 3rd and 3 coming up. So far, they are 2 of 4 on third down conversions. All right, so out of the shotgun, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes the snap, defense sending 4. Steps up on the move. He's for the scramble for it. He gets the first down. Look at that speed. And so, he took on the safety. Was that not helmet to helmet? I guess not. But wow. I mean, he took off. Like he just shot out of a cannon on that one and ran straight into the safety. Let's look at that again. So he stepped up and then immediately he decided to run. That was a great decision. But that speed, the opening there, and then yeah, he took on that safety. And so, oh man, I mean, wow, what a play. What a play. Shotgun again, snaps the ball. Throws it to the tight end. The tight end's going to try to break it upfield here and goes out of bounds after picking up about 7 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up right now at the Stallions 20-yard line. And again, the Generals last time out, they scored a touchdown here, so maybe they found their offense here. So 2nd and 3 coming up. All right, so out of the shotgun, takes the snap and gives it to the back, and the back off the left side. Oh, look at that. Still on his feet all the way to about the 6-yard line. So now it is the Generals once again here knocking on the door. But excellent job there by the back to take it all the way to about that 6-yard line. Victor has 3 carries for 25 yards rushing in this game. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, gives it to Victor again, and Victor takes it all the way to about the 1-yard line. So 1 yard away from the end zone. I say the way that the big guy's been running the ball, I would run him again on this play, but let's see what they call. Last year, he led the USFL with 9 rushing touchdowns. Something tells me his number may be called here. All right, so here we go. Quarterback up under center. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Did he get it? I don't think he did, but let's see what they say. And yeah, he's short. He's short. It was close. It was close, but he's short. That time they tried to distract everyone with the guy with the tight end going in motion, but nobody fell for that. We all knew what this play was going to be. All right, so we got 3rd and goal coming up. All right, so we got a very different package here. I mean, quarterback snaps it, fumbles the snap almost, but ends up throwing that one away. I mean, he juggled the snap as soon as he got it. With all those big guys to the right of him, I thought he was just going to go ahead and run behind them, honestly. He's got the speed. He had the guys in front of him. Clearly some frustration on the sideline right there, as that's not how they wanted that play to go. So we got 4th down coming up here, 4th and goal. And will they go for it here? It looks like that's exactly what they're going to attempt to do. I see Johnson going back out on the field here, so that looks like they're going to go for it. I like it. Take chances. Sometimes it's going to work. Sometimes it won't. Let's see. If you're going to take down the defending champs, hey, you got to take some chances here. Here we go. So 4th and goal. Snaps the ball. This time he's going to follow those blockers. And, oh, did they stop him? They did stop him. Wow. I was certain that that play was going to work. Now let's see. Now all he had to do was just break the plane of the end zone once there. So I would like to see a replay myself. But wow. Massive stop. And let's see, Locke says, what a stop. And so very incredible. You have those blockers there. I mean, let's see, looking at that. And, oh, he got that. He got that touchdown. Look at that replay there. He got the touchdown. He broke the plane of the end zone there. That's a touchdown based upon that one angle that showed the ball over there. But as a Stallions fan, though, I mean, hey, if they're going to let that one slide, then, hey, I'm all for it. But as of right now, it goes down as a stop. But it'll be interesting to see if they'll pick this up on a replay and at least take a further look at it. But, hey, one heck of an effort and a stop there by the Stallions. And we are currently right now at the commercial here. Again, second quarter here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Stallions lead this one 10-7. We've got 13 votes in right now, so 62% of you believe in the Stallions, while 38% believe in the Generals. Let's see, Locke says, oh, I didn't see the replay. And so, yeah, I mean, that one shot that they showed right there convinces me that if they take a look at this one, it'll be overturned. And so, Colton, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? And you say, come on, Generals. And so, yeah, I think if they take a look at this one, I think that this one will be overturned here. But, hey, as a Stallions fan, if they overlook this one, I won't complain. But, no, they got to take a look at this one. I feel like he definitely broke the plane of that end zone there. From that one angle we have from the side where that football was over that white line, then, yes, that's a touchdown. Speaking of the Generals so far in this one, passing wise, you've got Prukup, he's 5 of 5 in this one for 45 yards passing, while Johnson, he's 3 of 7 through the air for 20 yards passing in this one. On the ground, though, Johnson, he's got 4 carries for 30 yards in this one, including that 29-yard run he had earlier. Victor, he's got 4 carries for 25 yards. Davis, 5 carries for 24 yards in this one as well. As a team, they have 16 carries for 84 yards. Prukup also got the rushing touchdown in this one also for the Generals. And we look at the Stallions. Smith, he is 6 of 8 passing so far in this one for 117 yards through the air and 1 passing touchdown. Also, on the ground as a team, they have just 8 carries for 7 yards so far in this one. And so let's see, Locke says, bro, you have great personality, super underrated channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And Fortnite, what's good with you? How have you been? How have you been? It's good to see so many people on. And again, I'll say what I said earlier in the game. I apologize about all the canceled and like rescheduled streams and stuff like that. Just trying to work multiple jobs and stuff, and then just been really tired as of lately and a lot of stuff going on. So I appreciate you guys cooperating with me. As I know in the past, hey, there were days where sometimes I'd post like 20 updates when it came to like NFL news. But right now, JB cannot do that. So I appreciate you guys understanding. All right, but here we go. So they're not going to look at the replay here. Stallions have the football, throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. And so I'm very curious why they did not look at that replay. I mean, you guys let me know what you guys saw. I'm a Stallions fan. I thought that was a touchdown there on the replay there from that one angle. But, hey, I mean, that's one heck of a stop if it's not, though, because, I mean, one heck of a stop. Let's see. Braden says, going to be flipping back and forth now. And so that's right. I know that your Golden State Warriors. Keep me updated with how your Warriors are doing. All right, here we go. Shotgun here. 2nd and 10. Takes a snap. Pressure's right in front of him. Smith throws it. And it's going to be, Oh, is that going to be intercepted on the sideline? That is a catch. And so, what an interception. They say the football never lies. And so, hey, that time, though, show me a replay because I want to know who was Smith throwing to that time. Because, I mean, he threw the ball. Let's see, who was the closest guy to him? There, I mean, was he really trying to throw that ball to 81 Davis on that? Wow, that was really off. If that's the case, I mean, was he trying to throw the ball out of bounds? Maybe, but hey, that was an interception there. Wow. So Smith made a mistake, and you can't make a mistake this close to your own end zone like that. And so Fortnite says go Stallions. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. You got 14 votes. The poll's looking a lot closer, just like the score is looking very close. But right now, the Generals, they just turned the tide with that interception. Let's see if they can finish what they tried to do last time and actually get the points this time. We're going to find that out. And again, looking at that replay here, let's see how many feet did he get down here. And so it happens so quickly, they're going to have to slow this one down and move it back. Let's see. But nice turnover there for the Generals. And we got ourselves a great game here. The game earlier today between Philadelphia and Memphis was a great game. And this one so far has been just as good as well. All right, they snap the ball. Quarterback's going to keep it himself there. Runs into his lineman and picks up a yard in the play. Again, that was Johnson there. He decided to keep it himself. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Generals trail right now 10-7, but great, I mean, great field position right now within the red zone. So let's see what happens here on 2nd and 9. Last season, they posted the second best offensive red zone efficiency. Let's see if that continues here. 3 seconds right now in the shot on the play clock. Gives it to the back, and the back up the middle. Look at that. Moving defenders there. I love a back that can move defenders there. So now we got 3rd and 3 coming up. 3rd and 3 right now from the Stallions 7-yard line. So big third down here. If you're the Stallions defense here, hey, you get one more stop right here. Bring out potentially the special teams unit here unless they go for it again. That's huge. Meanwhile, if you're the Generals, you pick up this first down here or get the touchdown. That's huge as well. Considering that we have 2 minutes before halftime is also in this one. Let's see how this plays out. But we do hit that 2-minute mark right now. Again, Stallions up right now 10-7 in this one. And so you look at this lately. I mean, when I mentioned it earlier, the time of possession was a lot closer. But now the Generals, they've had the ball 17 minutes, while the Stallions have had it like 10 minutes. And so the last really 6 minutes have belonged to the Generals, mostly with the football. Let's see. Phoenix says make sure to press the thumbs up for JB. And so, yes, appreciate that. Absolutely make sure to press the thumbs up if you haven't already. And consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. And do let us know who's your favorite team, whether you want to tell us USFL, XFL, NHL, like NFL, NBA, college hoops, all your favorite teams. Let me know in the chat who are some of your favorite teams and favorite sports and stuff like that. Definitely want to know. Again, we are at the commercial right now, so we are not missing anything right now currently with 2 minutes to go before halftime. And so in the zone, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, my guy, what's the deal? And so, hey, I got a question for you in the zone. I got a question for you. For your Minnesota Vikings, how do you feel like who's going to be wide receiver number 2 for the Vikings? Is it someone that you guys are going to end up potentially drafting, or do you feel like he's already on the roster right now? Let me know. What do you think the Vikings are going to do in terms of wide receiver number 2 for you guys? And so, Sam, what's good with you? What's good with you? And so Sam says those LA Rams. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. And so, speaking of the Rams and stuff like that, what are your expectations for the Rams this upcoming season, honestly? I mean, last year was definitely a huge disappointment. Huge disappointment there. But do you see the Rams bouncing back this year, or do you see it being more of a rebuild? Let me know. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun. They take the snap. Generals with the football. Pressures in his face. He throws it up there in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. His tight end had a chance. I will never fault the quarterback when you give your guy a chance to get the football when you got pressure in your face. He did his job. Tight end just couldn't get the football there. But, hey, it was either he was going to get it or nobody was going to get it. And that time Johnson there, because that time off the edge there, had a guy that was coming towards him there, so gave his guy a chance, which is all you can do in that situation. All right, so let's see. Enzo says that the Vikings will select a rookie. You don't know which one, but it'll be a rookie. That'll be that wide receiver number 2. And so, okay, bet. I can see that being the case. Meanwhile, the field goal is up, and so hey, we're all tied up right now, 10-10 right now. Again, in the opening week here for the USFL. And so Generals and Stallions all tied up now. Now we do have a minute and 51 seconds left to go here. And so we know that the Stallions have a lot of confidence in Smith. Sure, he made that interception last time, but for the most part, he right now 6 of 10 for 117 yards through the air, 1 touchdown. He threw that pick out there last time, but I'm sure that they trust him. So with a minute and 51 seconds left to go, we'll see if they air it out here and try to see if they can score before they have to take the lead. So let's see. Sam says they're going all the way to the Super Bowl. That's what he's saying, that they're going all the way to the Super Bowl. And so, hey, I still believe in Cooper Cup. And, hey, Cooper Cup, love him in fantasy football. Love him in fantasy football. When he got hurt last year, that's the reason why my team did not win the my fantasy football, well, not my particular fantasy football league, but another one that I was in. Cooper Cup and Lamar Jackson, both of those guys going down last year hurt my fantasy team, and I still made it all the way to like the game before the championship game. But yeah, Cooper Cup, he's that guy. He's that guy. But the Rams are going to have to find more balance for sure in that offense. No doubt about that. Need a receiver two to step up and a run game also. But I believe they do have the pieces there for that they can bounce back. And so let's see. Joe says we're going for the Generals here. Going for the Generals. And again, we're currently right now at the commercial here. As we are all tied up 10-10. All 10 points for the Generals have been here in the second quarter, and so they've definitely found more of their offense here in the second quarter, more confidence here, and so, but still time for the Stallions to see if they can score before the half. And again, with 15 votes in, 60% say the Stallions, 40% say the Generals. Let's see. Braden says Warriors up 15-14 midway through the first quarter. And so, okay, bet. Sounds like a close contested one early. Let's see how long that goes. Should be a great one. All right, so kickoff here on the way. And he gets it from his own 15-yard line. He's now at the 25. Still running. 30. And gets pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So let's see how the Stallions now respond as we're all tied up 10-10 here with a minute and 44 seconds left to work with. And so, of course, it's going to come down to Smith and how he responds after that last interception that he threw out there. All right, so here we go. All right, so 1st and 10. Gonna go shotgun here. 5 wide. Takes a snap. Defense sends forward. Throws it short. And that's going to be completed to Williams. So now we got 2nd down here. Second and 2. So he picked up 8 yards on the play. Second and 2. They're already lined up here. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers, 1 back. Takes a snap. Defense sends 4. Smith on the move. Looking. Cuts up and picks up the first down there. Brought down at the 48-yard line. That time Smith decided to go ahead and run. Pick up the first down. Move the chains. And so far in the first half, it's been heavily reliant on Smith to make a play here for the offense. The run game just has not been there so far in this one, in which they're a team that certainly has had that balance last year. So let's see if that continues the rest of the way. But here in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it over the middle, and it's completed. And so he gets brought down at the New Jersey 34-yard line. So big time play there. 52 seconds remaining here. And that time the middle was wide open. 45 seconds here before the half. Takes a snap. Smith throws it near the sideline. And that's going to be, he caught the ball. Now, how many feet did he get in bounds here? But there is a penalty here. So let's see what they say. All right, it's looking like it's going to be against the defense here. All right, so yeah, caught the defense there. That's 5 yards there against the defense. Still first down. So now we got 1st and 5. 38 seconds here remaining before halftime. All right, so we go shotgun here. All right, so making adjustments here. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball. Ooh, somebody jumped early. Get a potential free play here. Smith shakes out of that one. Oh, he threw that one before he got hit there. Incomplete, but man, he got rocked on that one. Oh, man, he got rocked on that one. You see him laid out right there. And so, all right, so he gets up there. He's definitely dazed, though, with that hit because he took a direct shot there. And so quarterbacks are always advocating that they want to continue to play. That time, Render jumped it early, so he got to continue to play but took a shot that time. But because of the penalty right there, that's going to give them enough for a first down. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here, 32 seconds. So therefore, you've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap. Pressure in front of him, and just had to get rid of that one there. Incomplete. Oh, well, the defense is still running right now, and so I'm... All right, so they did stop the play. Okay. And so, Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, yeah, that was incomplete. So second down coming up. Braden says, hey, Carmichael. Yeah, that was definitely incomplete there. I was wondering why they was running with that one. All right, so we got 2nd and 10 here. Again, we're all tied up right now, 10-10, just 28 seconds remaining here before the half. So the Stallions have an opportunity here to try to score before the half and then go into the half with the lead, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, so it looks like we got a timeout called here by the Generals here. I want to make sure that the defense understands their assignments. They've got 1 timeout remaining. Let's see, Carmichael says, I'm doing good. I'm actually moving houses soon due to a fire. And so due to a fire, oh, man. Absolutely hate to hear that. Hope that everyone that was in the house was okay and stuff like that. And, so, and hopefully not too much damage and stuff to things that can't be replaced. But, man, that is horrible right there. Again, hoping that everyone was okay and glad that you're okay. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10. All right, so we're going to shotgun. You got trips at the bottom of the formation here. One receiver at the top. Snaps the ball. Pressure up the middle. Avoided one guy. Threw it. Just loafed it up there. And somehow Williams was able to tip it to himself and still make the completion. A lot of work there for 5 yards there, but they get the catch and goes out of bounds. And so 21 seconds remaining. Let's see. Braden says, hope everyone is good, Carmichael. And so, yes, hoping that everyone is good. That is, ah, man, that is a scary situation there. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun. Up there was movement there on the offense, so that'll back them up 5 yards. All right, let's see. Carmichael says not much damage, just burned the water line, so now I have to go somewhere else to take a shower. And so, well, considering what could have been, we will take that and stuff like that, and hopefully things will be back to normal for you soon enough. But man, that is insane there. That is insane. That is insane. Let's see. Braden says, and that moving goes well. And so, yeah, moving is not JB's favorite thing to do at all. All right, but now after the penalty, we got 3rd and 7 here for the Stallions, and they're going to go 5 wide here. Takes a snap, throws it quickly. Williams gets the reception, and he goes to the ground there. Now, Williams immediately, before being contacted, he knew immediately his something was up either with his ankle or something, but he is in a lot of pain right there. He's hopping, and so I can tell, like, off the last play, it looked like he was hurt. And that time they threw it to him quickly. And the moment he tried to plant, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. So he immediately went to the sideline. As he come, Michael says, I lived out of the town, so now I have to move into town, burn a lot of trees. If the wind would have shifted, it would have been way worse. And so, oh man, Carmichael, that is just, oh man. Again, thankful that we got the better case scenario for sure. Most thankful for that. All right, so it's 17 seconds remaining now, and so Stallions here with a first down, 1st and 10, looking to see if they can score. Now they have an opportunity here, but with 17 seconds, you got to be smart here. They got 2 timeouts to work with. Give it to the back. It's a reverse, and so Davis trying to make a play here, and so he picks up nice yardage there, picks up about 7 yards, but I don't like the play in that situation. Like, what are you doing? All the tricking and stuff, trick plays that you're doing right there, all the tricks, I mean, that took off more time than you needed right there. Now you've got 10 seconds. I get it, you had an extra timeout that you can burn there, but I would have saved that for a different point of the game personally there. But hey, I don't get paid the big bucks to do that. So 2nd and 3 coming up. All right, so they're going to bring in McGough now. So we'll see what McGough can do here. At the start of the drive, it looked like he thought he was going to go in there, but they pulled him back. So we'll see what he does here. Interesting decision here with 10 seconds to go in the first half. All right, let's see. Phoenix says, I watched the whole USFL quarter. Not bad for a soccer player. And so there you go. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. All right, they've got 4 receivers at the bottom of the formation. They snap the ball looking. McGough throws it, and it's, oh, wow, look at that. It's completed, and he left 4 seconds on the clock. But, man, he threw that ball so hard, it just stuck to the glove of the receiver on the play. Excellent job. I mean, you come in there, you sit in the pocket, you keep your calm, your composure, and you throw a bullet, a rocket in there. Let's look at that replay there because 4 receivers on one side obviously draws the defense to that side there. And wow, he saw the lane and threw it up there in a place where his guy can get it. And that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. Let's see, Carmichael says it happened Thursday, so I got out of school on Friday. And so, oh man, it happened on Thursday. And so, oh man. And the extra point is good. And so now the Stallions now have taken the lead 17 to 10. That was a huge drive right there before the half to come away with 7 points. Locke says, what a play. And so, Black Medicine, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? How are you doing? And you say, geez. And so, yeah, I mean, my goodness. I mean, so many things that come to mind right there. So many things that come to mind there. So, yes, thankful that we got the better case scenario and stuff like that. And so, definitely things can be replaced, but you certainly, certainly, I mean, worst case scenarios, you don't want those to play out. So, definitely glad the worst case did not play out and that you and your family are okay. And again, that was McGough that threw the touchdown pass there for the Stallions, his first pass of the game. And hey, if you can come in and throw a touchdown off the bench, you best believe you'll be seeing more time in the second half. All right, kickoff on the way. It's a low script kick here, and it's picked up by the Generals. He's at the 30 right now, 35. Brought down at the 39-yard line, and that's going to take us to halftime right now with the Stallions leading this one 17 to 10. But what a good first half, and I expect more good football in the second half. If you're the Stallions, you're definitely in the second half. You know, you want to come out and establish more of a ground game in the second half because that has been something that just has not been there at all in the first half there. So you definitely want to get that second half ground game going. And as for the Generals, perhaps taking more deep shots in the second half would be a good idea as well for them. Let's see, Carmichael says, just won the Super Bowl in Madden 23 with Kenny Pickett at quarterback. And so, okay, okay, bet, bet, bet. And so, Black Medicine, appreciate the super chat right there. And you say the question that's been on everybody's mind lately, where is 80s? And so, that is the question. And so, I did think about that earlier myself today. And so, I have not heard from 80s since we last heard from him. I think when the I think after the Eagles had defeated, was it the Giants or the 49ers? One of those two was the last time that we heard from him. So I have not heard from him as of late, but he definitely is missed here on the stream for sure. But that is the question of the day. And so Braden says, yeah, that also, yeah, exactly. Definitely do miss having 80s on here. It's not the same. It is not the same without him. And again, we are currently right now at halftime here, so a good time to look at these stats here. So we will start with comparing how these two teams measured up. So in terms of time of possession, the Generals have won the time of possession battle. They've had it nearly 18 minutes, while the Stallions have had it for 12 minutes. The Generals have had it one more possession than the Stallions, 7-6. In terms of total plays, relatively close. Generals 31 plays, Stallions 26. Total yardage, that favors the Stallions with 185 yards to 158. And the Stallions are averaging 7.1 yards per play, while the Generals are averaging 5.1 yards per play. Both teams have scored one red zone touchdown, and the Stallions have made it there twice. Meanwhile, the Generals have made it to the red zones 3 times. So you got to be able to capitalize each time you make it there. Now, the Stallions have had the advantage when it comes to the pass game, as the Stallions have 166 yards through the air, while the Generals have just 67 yards passing so far in this one. And two of their touchdowns for the Stallions have been passing. Meanwhile, rushing, the Generals have 91 yards on the ground, while the Stallions have 19 yards on the ground so far in this one. I mean, the Stallions are averaging less than 2 yards per carry on the ground, while the Generals are averaging over 5 yards a carry on the ground, and they have a rushing touchdown in this one. Carmichael says he hopes the 80s pops in soon, and so I'm hoping so as well. I'm hoping so as well. I mean, perhaps, I don't know, maybe if we get a 76er stream in or something like that, maybe he'll show up for a 76er stream. Who knows? But definitely hope to see him soon. Let's see. Braden says the score is 29 to 29 at the end of the first quarter. And so, okay, okay, okay. A back and forth matchup there. Let's see. Black says, has Aaron Rodgers signed yet, or is he still out here teasing the Jets so they can keep taking him out for on dates for free food? And so Black, Aaron Rodgers is milking this for as much as he can. But honestly, this comes down to the organization and stuff like that. I mean, they just cannot agree to disagree, I guess. They just cannot agree on what that final comp should look like at this point. They should take my idea that I said, just give them a second round pick for each year that Aaron Rodgers plays from here on out. If you want to cap it off at 4 years, then sure, cap it off at 4 years. But give them a second round pick for each year that Aaron Rodgers decides to play at this point. So if he only plays 1 year, you just gave up a second. If he plays 2 years, 2 seconds, and so forth. So just do it like that. That's the best way to go for it. Braden says, LOL, Black Medicine. But yeah, I mean, the way that the Jets have bent over backwards for Aaron Rodgers, though, I mean, everything from Joe Namath saying, sure, we can unretire my jersey and give it to Aaron Rodgers, to them going out there and picking up every guy that was on his wish list and stuff like that, minus OBJ, because OBJ went to Baltimore, something we have not discussed today, but we definitely should. OBJ going to Baltimore. But yeah, I mean, the whole situation there, yeah, the Jets are just. They're just doing the most right now. They're being too extra right now. You do all of that, then what if the trade doesn't go through? How do you guys feel about the Jeff Okuda trade? The Falcons acquiring him for a fifth round pick from the Detroit Lions. They're giving up a fifth round pick for a guy that coming out of college from the Ohio State Buckeyes with a lot of potential and stuff like that, but he's had a few injuries now. When this man gets hurt. I mean, but hey, I'd love to see him a full season healthy for the Falcons. I would like to see what he looks like. One of those low risk, high reward type of players. Let's see. Carmichael says the Browns still fourth in the North. And again, we are right now currently at halftime with the Stallions leading right now 17 to 10. All right, let's see. But yeah, I mean, and tomorrow's stream will be the Lakers versus the Grizzlies, and so looking forward to that matchup there. Two teams that it'll be exciting to watch. I mean, if both teams can stay, if the Lakers can stay healthy throughout that entire series, it should be a great one. Braden says the Jets are still fourth in the East, and so I appreciate that, Braden. I appreciate that. JB is touched right now. The fact that you did not throw the Patriots down there at the bottom. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, I mean, the Jets have not officially made that trade, so I mean, why not? Let's see. Carmichael says that your Knicks won today, and so yeah, that was great right there. That was great right there. Big, huge win there for the Knicks. It was nice to see my man Jalen Brunson back out there. Him, Julius Randle, those guys taking care of business. It was nice to see. Let's see. Black says, I wonder if Braden will take down all those Aaron Rodgers shrines and posters that he has up in his man cave. I think he's already taken them down. He's already taking them down right now for Jordan Love. I believe you can purchase an Aaron Rodgers jersey down there in Green Bay, Wisconsin for about $1. Going at a business sale right now for Aaron Rodgers jerseys right now for anybody who's willing to waste $1. Let's see. Braden says me and JB hating the Jets fans, and so Braden, what all have they been saying though? Like, let me know this has got to be something deep. If it's gotten you to join forces with me, I mean, the only thing that we could agree upon is that none of us wanted to kill Harry and stuff like that. That was like our only agreement in the past, so I must know. Let's see. Braden says you haven't taken them down. Okay, Braden says I'll wait till this is official before I take them down. Okay, bet, bet, bet. But how do you guys feel about OBJ going to the Baltimore Ravens? Would you have done that if you were OBJ? Would you have gone to the Ravens? Now, I get it. The money tells me I would have gone there if that's the best offer I got. But knowing that you don't know what Lamar Jackson's going to do and if that situation is going to be played out, how it's going to play out, and then just knowing that, hey, I know that Malcolm Brown, or was it Marquise Brown? I'm sorry, Marquise Brown was cool with Lamar, and he wanted out. He wanted to go to Arizona. He wanted out and stuff like that. So would you have, in a very important contract type of year where you want to prove you still got it and you can be that guy and stuff like that, would you have done that? Let's see. Carmichael says JB Pat signed Tracy McSorley. I did see that. I did see that. Yeah, signed him to a 1 year deal. I did see that. Apparently, the Patriots wanted to add a guy who was mobile, and that was the idea that they had. For some reason, Bill thought that would be the route to go. But hey, there you go. I did see it. And let's see. Black says he hasn't taken them down. That must mean he puts up the Jets poster with Aaron Rodgers photoshopped into their jersey. Braden says they're getting arrogant that when they get Rodgers, they're going to the Super Bowl. I don't know why those Jet fans would do that, honestly. I mean, how many years have we seen the Green Bay Packers have 13-3 seasons and stuff like that just result in, a second round exit and stuff like that whenever they run into a team like input the 49ers or even before that the Seattle Seahawks back when they were in their heyday and stuff like that. And so Aaron Rodgers is not going to be that. He's not even going to make them the best team in their division, honestly. They're not going to be able to beat Buffalo. They're still not going to be better than Miami. I refuse to mention the whole Patriots stuff for now. But, yeah, that's not going to happen. Let's see. Black says dangerous, but he already has a Super Bowl trophy, so maybe he is chasing a challenge or just a money deal. Honestly, Black, I feel like when it comes to Aaron Rodgers and his situation right now, I think he did kind of want to stay in Green Bay. He's a little hurt though, a little hurt that Green Bay wants to move on from him, and he's like, well, since you guys so obviously want to move on from me so badly, and since the Jets are willing to bend over backwards from me, I guess I'll go play for the Jets. It's a situation where he wants to go to someone who's going to cater him and baby him and let him have his way and treat him like a king at this point. As you mentioned, he's already got a Super Bowl ring. He does. He likes getting paid. He likes getting MVP trophies. That's what he likes. He likes having control. That's what he wants. He doesn't want a Super Bowl. He wants control and stuff like that. He's that guy in a relationship who wants to call all the shots and wants someone who's going to completely be submissive to everything he wants and gives him everything. That's what Aaron Rodgers wants at this point. That's who he is and stuff like that. So I'm just saying. Let's see. Sam says, I hope Jared Goff has a good season. I want him back in LA. And so I'm pretty sure that Jared Goff, with the stuff, the fact that he's able to keep that same offensive coordinator, that was so huge. So huge that Detroit was able to keep Ben Johnson as their OC down there. I mean, super huge. So with that being in place and stuff like that, I think he'll continue to build upon that success. That was very huge for a guy like him to be able to maintain his offensive coordinator so that way you don't have to switch systems again. You still got your same pieces. Another year in the system, being more comfortable and stuff like that. And hey, you are the man down there in Detroit. So I'm happy for him. I am very happy for him because I gave up on him and so did many other people. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Geno Smith, all those guys. Let's see, Braden says, and they're saying this would be the best Aaron Rodgers has ever played on. Jet fans are delusional like that. Believe me, they are very delusional like that. They will tell you that Rex Ryan is a Hall of Fame head coach if you let them, if you listen to them. They will tell you that. Let's see. Black says Green Bay does it all the time. Carmichael says the draft is really close. That it is. That it is. Let's see. Braden says tied at 35. All right, so here we go. After the kickoff here, in which he takes it all the way to the 41-yard line. So Birmingham will start off with great field position. They have the lead right now here in the third quarter. Let's see if they can incorporate more of that ground game. They were able to take the lead here, super close there, but there's a lot on their quarterback shoulders right now. So let's see if they can get that ground game going. I want to see if Bo Scarborough can get going on the ground as well here. They got some nice runners if they can just get that ground game and control more of that time of possession, which would be more important in the second half. And let's see, Black says, so um, you're saying A-Rod wants a Filipina chick. So here we go. Quick pass, incomplete, 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 incomplete. Second and 10 coming up. All right, so we got second and 10 coming up right now from the Birmingham 41-yard line. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, I figured that out, JB. They're very delusional, LOL. And so that's why for me, it's always been the Jet fans that have been at the top of my chart for well, really New York in general, whether we're talking Giants or Jets, but all the same. All right, so here we go. Hands it to the back here out of the shotgun, and the back picks up a nice gain on the play, but there is a penalty. So hold up. That is going to bring this one back. All right, so here we go. After the penalty there, now we've got second and 20 right now for the Stallions. Again, the Stallions up 17 to 10 here in the third quarter with 14 minutes to go. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Back goes in motion, snaps the ball, throws it, it's completed. Cuts up field, and oh man, he was slung to the ground there by his neck. Third down coming up. That was Mitchell with the reception. We got third and 12 here. Again, McGough threw that touchdown when he came in with 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So let's see if we can get him a big third down here and move the chains here on third and 12. Let's see. Braden says, I finally agree with you on hating the fan base, LOL. All right, takes a snap, looking. And he's going to keep it and scramble all the way to the 45-yard line. However, he will be about 5 yards shy of the first down marker. And the punt team will come out for the Stallions. All right, let's see. Black says, to be fair, the Jet fans of the older days were spoiled by the greatest quarterback in NFL history, Joe Namath. Again, Mr. JB does not like hearing about Joe Namath and those Jets either, so he is not too fond. He's not too fond of those Jets when it comes to what they did to his Baltimore Colts at that time. So he's not too fond of them either, I guess. Punts on the way. And it is going to go. Ooh. Oh, come on, man. You did all the work right there. And so you got to keep it from going into the end zone there. Opportunity missed there. But we'll see what the Generals do with their first offensive drive in the second half. Black says, neither one of us was alive then. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. It just goes to show that Jets gave up on Geno Smith, and we see what Geno's doing in Seattle right now. I mean, considering what the Jets have had at quarterback, they could use a guy like the current Geno Smith right now, considering what they've had historically at quarterback. Let's see. Black says, "Hey, who won the Super Bowl the year we were born?" And so, the year we were born, I would say, isn't it the Dallas Cowboys? I feel like it's the Dallas Cowboys. If I had to guess right now without looking, because I know that the Cowboys around that time, Troy Aikman and company, that they were definitely balling out. So I would say the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know who they would have beaten that year of '93, but I would guess the Dallas Cowboys. But let me double check that. All right, so let's see. Up, yep. The Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills were in '93. So actually, Michael Jackson performed the halftime that year. So interesting, very interesting. A good year indeed. Let's see. Braden says Joe Namath was the. We won't mention that name of the '60s and '70s and stuff like that. More. Well, I've got nothing against Joe Namath now. I've got nothing against Joe Namath. He eludes my displeasure with the New York Jets. And I think that the Jets will hire a snitch like Eric Mangini and stuff like that to top it all off. So I have more reason to dislike him. And I remember when Rex Ryan gave his press conference and he was like, he's not here to kiss Bill Belichick rings. And I'm just like, how are you going to kiss something you can't touch? Like, how are you going to kiss something you can't touch? And so all right, so here we go. So now we've got the Generals out here offensively. They're trailing by 7 right now, 17 to 10, third quarter, 12 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, fakes it to the back, throws it, and it's going to be completed there by the wide receiver, and he's going to take it to the 26-yard line here. So they're on 26-yard line, second and 4 coming up. Let's see. Black says, damn, it was the Cowboys. Yep. Let's see. Braden says Joe Namath's stats weren't good, and so that's true. But honestly, Braden, I looked at a couple guys who won the Heisman around that time frame, and their stats were not that great either. So back then, I don't know if it was a likability thing and stuff like that. More so, maybe leadership. But yeah, stats were not that great. So I'm gonna cut him some slack back then. Meanwhile, the end around, and oh well, he picked up the first, and look at that speed before he's brought down there at the 41-yard line. So right now the Generals are showing a bit of burst right now on offense here. They're trailing 17 to 10, but hey, let's see what they do in this drive. Braden says, well, Rex Ryan did beat you guys in the playoffs. And so, I mean, what does he have to show for it, though? That's the question. What does he have to show for it? I'm sure, Braden, if you came across a 49er fan who would ask you about all those times that they beat the Packers, you would tell them, and what did you guys do after that? And stuff like that. How many Super Bowls did that result in since we're talking about like the recent times and stuff like that for those 49ers and stuff like that? Again, no offense to the 49er fans. I'm just using it as an example and stuff like that. But it hasn't resulted in Super Bowls for them lately to defeat the Packers. So same thing with us. It did not help the Jets at all. And not to mention, they also beat Peyton Manning in that same playoffs as well. So I'm going to throw that out there. It wasn't just us. It was also Peyton Manning as well. But nobody remembers that. Let's see. Black says, who wins the Super Bowl next, if at all? Prescott or Wilson? Honestly, I would say, oh, wow, a fumble. A fumble. But, wow, the Stallions just. Okay, so the Stallions, I guess they recovered it. Nobody wants the ball. Nobody wants the ball, but let's see. Stallions end up with it. All right, so it's the Stallions with the football here. That was a little strange there. You should have held on to the ball the first guy, but hey, we will take it there. So huge turnover right there. And so, wow. Quarterback decided to keep it himself, and the ball got jarred loose, but it took a few people before we were able to secure the fumble. Two guys had a chance at it prior to the Stallions finally recovering it. And so, let's see. Mac, what's good with you, Mac? How are you doing? And let's see. Braden says both don't. To answer that question there, I would say honestly, I feel like it would be Prescott. would be first there because I don't see that happening for the Broncos. Not when you have the Chiefs in your division. It's just not happening. Meanwhile, for the Stallions there, nice pickup on the play. Got a first down here. So now we got first and 10 right now. And let's see if they can keep this train moving here. Last time, the first time when they got that first big turnover of the game, they capped it off with a touchdown. Let's see if they can do this again off of this turnover. Let's see. I see a lot of roll tide going here. Let's see. Black says roll tide roll. And let's see. Black says, yeah, JB, remember we Googled the worst Heisman winner? And so the stats, yeah, those stats were awful. They remind me of my high school stats almost. So they were awful. Meanwhile, McGough, look at him go, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown for the Stallions. Look at that. Alex McGough getting it done on the ground for a touchdown. Just like that, one team mistake is another team's opportunity. And this is why they won the championship last year, because they were able to take advantage of plays just like this last year. Braden says, I can't say that, JB. They own us in the playoffs. But what did they do after that, Braden? That's what matters. What did they do after that? Plenty of times the Dolphins have pissed my team off, but they have nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. It's all about getting the Super Bowl. Let's see. Locke says, let's go. He says, roll tide. Braden says, Warriors up 41-40 midway through the second quarter. Braden says, no, JV. Let's see. Locke says, let's go. Black says, nah, your stats were worse. I wouldn't say that now. But man, 23-10. We got the PAT attempt coming up right now to try to make it 24-10. And it is good. 24-10 right now. So here we go in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. And the Stallions increase their lead. Now 2 touchdowns. We'll see how the Generals respond after last time turning the ball over. Braden says the Giants have something to show for it. Well, of course. Well, of course. Well, of course. But you know what? You know what? It is what it is, Braden. I have finally come to terms and stuff like that. I have let that go. I have let it go. Let's see. Braden says they beat us twice and won the Super Bowl. And so, dang. And again, we're currently right now at the commercial here. And so with the Stallions being able to take advantage of the turnover and scoring the touchdown, so now we'll see if the Generals can respond to that here in the third quarter. But they certainly need to make sure that they start protecting the football much better. Let's see, Brendan says, no, you haven't, JB, I can tell. Nah, it's not as painful. It's not as painful. All right, so getting ready here for the kickoff here in which the Stallions will kick things off, and we'll see how the Generals respond. And again, we've got 22 votes in right now, so 59% are leading towards the Stallions and 41% towards the Generals to win this one. Stallions up right now 24-10 here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 41 seconds to go. All right, so we've got the kickoff teams out there. All right, so our Breeze lined up to kick it off. Kicks on the way. Gets it at about the 6. He's at the 15. Gives it away here to the other receiver, and he's, well, other returner, and he goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line there. All right, so we got Prue Cup going back out there at quarterback. And let's see what happens here. All right, so they're going to line up in the shotgun here. Takes the snap, defense sending pressure. Quarterback throws it. It's going to be completed, but he's going to get stopped immediately there. Now, the ball, let's see if they say he's down or not here. I believe he was down. All right, so looking at the replay, made the catch. Knee, yeah, that knee was down. That knee was down. All right, so referees are discussing here. All right, and again, right now, still replay center as they're taking a look at this one to see if indeed he fumbled it. I mean, that knee's definitely down. Definitely down. I saw it the first time. That knee was definitely down. All right, so I've asked the question who's having the best offseason earlier. I'll ask you guys this. Who's having the worst offseason in the NFL so far, in your opinion? And let me know why. But who's having the worst offseason in the NFL and why? All right, so we go 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Quarterback on the move, throws it to the tight end. He catches it and he's rumbling and he still is rumbling and he takes it all the way. Oh, what a nice pickup there. Nice pickup there. And so that's a first down and a big play. Believe he's at the 46-yard line there. Oh, I love the route there. I love the play and the route. All right, so here we go. Shotgun here. 3 receivers on the play. Snaps the ball in the pocket. Throws it short. And that's going to be a pickup of 2 yards. So now we got 2nd and 8 right now from the New Jersey 48-yard line. All right, let's see. Braden says, I literally did free agency rankings and can't remember who I said had the worst. You can't remember who you had with the worst? And so, Kenneth, what's good with you? How are you? And you say, hey, my friend, how are you doing tonight so far? I'm doing good tonight. Did you hear from 80s? I have not heard from 80s yet, unfortunately. And so, I mean, I can only think of maybe one other time that he has disappeared for this amount of time. I'm not entirely sure if it was this long, but definitely, we'll continue to try to reach out and get in contact with him. But I have not heard from him lately. All right, so Braden's going to go ahead and throw out the Tennessee Titans. So what do you guys think? Have they had the worst off season so far, the Tennessee Titans? Meanwhile, there is a penalty right now. I tell you what, though, I certainly don't like that situation that what they have down there in Tennessee. I don't like it at all. I mean, last year you drafted Malik Willis, and I think that we all can agree that Malik Willis is not the answer long term, at least as of things how they stand right now. Ryan Tannehill will not be the long term answer. Derrick Henry, you just wasted this man like his entire prime at this point and stuff like that. You got no receiver that anybody's afraid of and stuff like that. I mean, you lose the offensive line. They're getting older. They're moving on, and the defense just isn't the Tennessee defense that it was 3 years ago. So you can't cover anybody. I mean, there's a lot of things not to like about what Tennessee's got going on. So they're certainly a contender. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, throws it while he gets hit, and that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. So now you got 4th down coming up. You know what? The more I think about it, Brady, I'm trying to think who would I say would have a worse offseason than what Tennessee's had. But I don't really know so much if it's what Tennessee has done, other than I just don't like how their team looks. All right, so we got the punt unit coming out here for the Generals. Punts on the way and takes a bad bounce. All right, so here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Again, the Stallions leading this one 24-10. You know what? I'll throw in Tampa Bay. I'll throw in Tampa Bay for a consideration for one of the teams having a terrible offseason. I mean, you go from Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield, I'm going to put you on that list. And not only that, I mean, you're losing Leonard Fournette. I mean, just, yeah, you got guys who want to be traded. And if the Cardinals do end up trading Hopkins and stuff like that, and now you want Buda Baker, I mean, everybody wants to leave Arizona as well. So I guess those are a couple other teams to consider. And again, we are right now at the commercial here. Still in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. But when we come back, it'll be the Stallions here with the football. right, so getting ready to get back to the action here shortly. But yeah, I mean, you want to know why you're down by 14 points. That stat right there points to it. Two turnovers have resulted to 14 points. So you're basically gifting them opportunities that you take from yourself here. And you can't beat a team like this like that. Now they run the ball, and he picks up maybe half a yard in the play. Stallions would love to be able to run the ball much more effectively, especially the rest of the way. They would love that. All right, let's see. Braden says Warriors up 61 to 55 at halftime. Bet, bet, bet. Takes the snap, throws it over the middle. It's completed there to the tight end. All right, going to pick up some yards in the play, about 4 yards. All right, so we got 3rd and 3 right now. Again, McGough still in there at quarterback. All right, here we go. Shotgun. Takes a snap. Has to move around. And, oh, the rush has him and brings him down for the sack eventually there. So they got McGough, sacked them, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and a punt unit. All right, so here goes the punt unit. All right, punt's on the way. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. And so let's see what the Generals do this time out. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial. All right, so let's see. Let's look at the Generals here. So passing as a team for the Generals, they are 12 of 18, a combined 100 yards through the air, no touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground as a team, they have 21 carries for 105 yards and a rushing touchdown courtesy of Prue Cup. And then let's look at the Stallions. And through the air for the Stallions, we have a combined 14 of 20 through the air, so 70% completion for 191 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Again, both Smith and McGough have thrown touchdown passes. Smith also threw an interception earlier as well. He's responsible for 160 of those 191 yards. And on the ground, as a team, they have 13 carries for 55 yards, including that 35-yard run by McGough that resulted in a touchdown. All right, again, 26 votes in, 65% for the Stallions, 35% for the Generals to win this one. All right, so here we go. Third quarter, 4 minutes and 30, I'm sorry, 26 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, and they give it to the back. And so, oh, look at the back showing burst. He's been running that way all game long, still running here, has a blocker in front of him. Look at him. And he goes out of bounds finally after being shoved out of bounds. But man, he's a load to bring down. And Victor, look at that. He shows burst, he shows power. Wow. I mean, just look at that. He's got the frame, the bulkiness that you want in the back, and then he just got to the outside and turned it up. Darius Victor now has 6 carries for 77 yards total in this game. They give it to the back again here. And he's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. Dang, so Marlon Williams, wow, he's got a torn ACL. Wow. They give it to the back, and the back takes it to the 30-yard line there, picks up 3 yards on the carry. All right, so we go 3rd and 4. Shotgun here. Takes a snap, tosses it to the back. In the back. I mean, look at the way that he runs, though. It's like he's just splitting defenders here. And we got 4th down coming up here. 4th and 1. Generals being down 2 touchdowns right now would opt to go for it. All right, so here we go. 4th and 1 right now. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Quarterback on the move. This is Johnson. He's got the speed. He gets the 1st down and goes out of bounds at about the 17-yard line there. And so if it was a question of who's going to get to the edge first, you best believe Johnson was going to get there first. And again, we've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Generals here on the move in the red zone, in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, snaps it, gives it to the receiver on the end of the round. Got to make somebody miss, though, and he's actually going to lose a couple inches on the play. So now we've got 2nd down coming up. All right, so we got 2nd and 10 coming up here. All right, so 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back is going to pick up 3 yards on the play. So we got 3rd and 7 coming up here, and they can take this to the end of the third quarter. All right, so at the end of the third quarter, it is the Stallions leading this one 24-10. One quarter remaining, and so far, hey, unless the Generals can get hot here in the fourth quarter and find a way to cap this one off here, because this is a good drive they got going right now, but you got to be able to cap it off in the end zone. I feel like right now, if you come away with 3 points, the way the Stallions have been playing, may not be enough later on. But if they can get a touchdown, that'd be huge. And again, we are at the commercial here. But so far, the Generals here, Victor has been very key for them. He's got 8 carries for 84 yards. And you combine the fact that Johnson and his mobility and ability to run, he's got 6 carries for 40 yards as well. Add in that Davis has 36 also. So as a team, the Generals, they have 28 carries for now 174 yards on the ground. And then you've got Cup. He's got the one touchdown in this one as well. But they've been super effective on the ground as well. If they've got two receivers right now that's currently averaging over 13 yards a reception, and they both got three receptions in this one. Echoes, Looper, and Bowman each, respectively, here for the Generals. So perhaps utilizing them as well in balance that could be huge right now, especially this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, though, for them, the key has been passing the ball. You've got Smith 10 of 15 through the air for 160 yards in this one touchdown, one interception. McGoffey's 4 of 5 for 31 yards, one touchdown, no interceptions. And so both of these quarterbacks have been pretty good in this one. McGoff also has 2 carries for 35 yards on the ground and one rushing touchdown. But as a team, they have just 13 carries for 55 yards on the ground. And I see we've got 27 votes in right now, so 67% believe in the Stallions, 33% holding out hope that the Generals can turn this around. And again, fourth quarter is the last quarter remaining. This is interesting because the Generals have been mostly effective on the ground, so definitely the pace in which they operate offensively will become even more important. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, they may have to really start focusing on trying to run the ball more effectively the rest of the way. All right, so here we go to start off the fourth quarter here. 3rd and 7 for the New Jersey Generals right now. And so, Paola, how are you doing? How are you? And so Johnson keeps it himself up the middle, takes it all the way to the 10-yard line. However, he will be 2 yards shy of that first down marker. So here we go, fourth down, and they've shown before they have no hesitancy when it comes to going for it on fourth down. Being down by 2 touchdowns, I like that idea. Go ahead and try to get this first down here. Find a way to get Johnson on a run to where if he can just get to the corner and get that first down, he gets it. All right, so here we go. Fourth down here. Trips at the bottom of the formation. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Defense sends 4. Throws it, and it's going to be low, but let's see. They say incomplete. They say incomplete. I thought it was a reception at first glance there, but they say incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Let's look at this replay again. Now, I would have preferred if Johnson would have kept it himself and just take off and run, but that time the D lineman tipped it. And so, okay, so he used the ground in that catch as well, it looks like there. All right, so that's going to be a turnover on downs. And so now we'll see what the Stallions can do. They're up by 2 touchdowns right now with over 14 minutes to go. The biggest thing on their mind now is to eat some time off the clock and try to finish in that end zone. Marable's the back next to McGough. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes the snap, gives it to the back, right up the middle, and the back is going to pick up 2 yards on the carry. So now we've got 2nd and 8 coming up from their own 12-yard line. So there's a pickup of 3 yards on that play. All right, so here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball, play fake, pressures in front of him, and he just throws it up there just to get rid of the ball. Incomplete. So now we got 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 7. And again, it's very important to remember that the clock continues to run even with an incompletion. So that is very important right now for the Generals as each second becomes more and more important as this fourth quarter continues to go on. $13 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun, they've got 2 seconds right now on the play clock. Snaps the ball. Feels the pressure, moving around, avoids the pressure, throws it up there, and oh, what a nice completion there. I mean, he felt the pressure that time, was able to elude it, and then he threw it up there with nice touch right to where his receiver Davis can get it. Every first down takes off even more time, which is very important here for the offense. You want to score, but you also want to take off about a good 6-7 minutes if possible. Snaps the ball to the shotgun. Gives it to the back, and the back gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up here, 2nd and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Looks like someone may have stepped on his foot there. All right, so they're going to go 5 wide here. All right, takes a snap out of the shotgun, throws it quickly, and it's behind and incomplete. Torres Marable there. So incomplete, 3rd down coming up. All right, so with 3rd and 10 here. Again, the Stallions lead this one 24-10. So right now, the Generals, they would love to get a stop right here and get the football back. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Avoids the rush. Still standing. Now he decides to run. Look at him go, and he brings it down at the 47-yard line. Excellent job right there by McGough there. It was not easy navigating through that defensive line, but he found the way to get his team not just positive yards, but the 1st down. I see we've got 30 votes in here, so 70% believe in the Stallions here. Again, the Stallions here moving the ball, and more importantly for them, taking time off that clock as well. All right, so we go shotgun, 3 receiver. Well, we've got 4 receivers here. And before they can get the play off here, play stopped. All right, so that time it caught up with him there, delay of the game. Just going to back him up some yards. 1st and 15 now from their own 41-yard line. All right, so here we go. First and 15, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to run with it. And defense gets him, but he still picked up about a good 6 yards on the play there. So now we got second down coming up here, 2nd and 9. Under 10 minutes left to go here in the game. All right, so 2nd and 9 here. Receiver goes in motion. Feeds it to the back. Oh, look at that. Marable's got some room to work with here, and he's brought down at about the 39-yard line right now of New Jersey. So each first down takes off more and more time, and if they keep driving like this, they'll eventually end up in the end zone. So right now, the Generals defense has got to find a way to stop them, and right now. Davis goes in motion. And, oh, look at that. McGough keeps the ball here, but went down. All right, so we got second down coming up here. 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, so 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth. Shotgun here. So far in this current drive, 9 plays, 49 yards, and 6 minutes in terms of time of possession off the clock. Got to continue, though. And, oh, look at that. He found a way to get the reception there after juggling it in the air. It took a lot of concentration, but he was eventually able to bring it in. So that's going to make third down a lot more manageable here. And the Stallions right now, they're putting on a clinic on what you got to do to close out a quarter. Just keep moving the ball, moving the chains, and taking time off the clock. And they're doing all of that. So now they got 3rd and 3 here. So 3rd and 3. Ball at the Generals' 31-yard line. Up, were they able to get the time off in time, or will it be a penalty here? Let's see. Braden says the Warriors are up 71-67 right now. Okay, bet. Appreciate that update. All right, so this time the Stallions were able to get a timeout called here before any penalties. So we got 3rd and 3 again. 3rd and 3 right now. 7 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in the fourth. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 3. Takes a snap. Throws it quickly, and it's going to be incomplete. So that's going to bring up fourth down here. So the Generals defense does get a stop here. And so they got the stop there, but the Stallions did take off a good amount of time as well. All right, so we got a 49-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Stallions. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So he converted from 49 yards there to give his team the lead, well, to extend the lead 27-10. So they're up by 17 points. Let's see. Locke says, how many points are conversions in the USFL? And so, an extra point conversions. And so, that is a very good question there. I believe that is still going off the regular, because I know it's been a minute since last year, but I believe it's still, like extra point is one, 2 point conversion is two. So I don't think it's like the XFL where you have a 3 point play or nothing like that. It's still like regular football, extra point one, 2 point conversion two. I believe that's how it works there. And again, we're at the commercial here. Yeah, so it's just the 1 and 2 point play, just the extra point or the 2 point conversions are the only plays they have. Let's see. Locke says, "Oh yeah, I was getting confused with the crazy XFL rules, and so yeah, I had to think about that myself. I really had to think about that myself, and I was like, no, no, because when I saw the XFL do the 3 point play, that was the first time that I had actually watched that and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a little confusing there, but nah, the USFL does not do that. Although I'm sure that the Generals wish right now that that was the case. But now they're down by 17 points. You have 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go. They've been effective at moving the ball, but more so on the ground as opposed to through the air. So they've got their work more than cut out for them. Being down three scores with under 7 minutes to go, that's a lot. And so let's see. Now that we've got the kickoff about to happen here for the Stallions, so you've got Prue Cup here for the Generals. He's been 9 of 10 for 78 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Johnson through the air, 3 of 9 for 22 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Meanwhile, the return brought down at the 36-yard line, and that's exactly where the Generals will take over here with 6 minutes and 43 seconds to go. And again, just a reminder that tomorrow's stream will be the NBA, so we'll get to tune in and watch the playoffs between my Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, so it's 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Ball gets tipped, and oh, it was almost picked off. I mean, how many more turnovers does one need in this game, though? But it was almost picked off. And to think that before the half, remember, before halftime, this game was tied up 10-10. So the Stallions, they scored in that last drive right before the half. Then they came out, and ever since then, the second half has been all Stallions. But at one point, we were all tied up 10-10. Let's see, Locke says, you're a Lakers fan too? Hey, that's what's up. You say, what time is the streaming? And so, yeah, the stream starts at 3 o'clock Eastern time and stuff like that. So, yeah, it'll be 3 o'clock Eastern time. Let me double check, make sure it's not 3:30, but I know it's like that 3 o'clock Eastern time range. Let me just double check that real quick. Let's see, Lark says, also your game is a little delayed, and so yeah, my games most of the time my games are delayed, but I've come to realize that while streaming, it's usually better if I'm the one behind because I'd rather you guys get to see it first, rather than me spoil it for somebody who actually wants to see it first and they just want to chime in just, after it happens and stuff like that. But it's usually better if I'm the one behind as opposed to being ahead most of the time. But we go 3rd and 10, throws it over the middle, and it's going to be completed. Now he's going to be about 2 yards shy of first down, 2, 3 yards shy. 4th down coming up. Obviously, they got to go for it considering the situation that they're in right now, down by 17 points. It'll be so huge, though, if our Lakers can find a way to win tomorrow. It'll be so huge. And I know that old man is also a Lakers fan, also, so got a lot of Laker fans. But yeah, that'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. All right, but here we go. 4th and 2. Shotgun formation, three receivers. I'm sorry, four receivers, one back, and oh, they blitz right down the middle there. That's going to be incomplete. I mean, they had no answer for that blitz there, and it's incomplete. So just like that, the Stallions right now, all that's left is to run out this clock. Let's see. Locke says exactly. I hate getting plays spoiled, and so I know when I first started off streaming and stuff like that, that was one thing that I realized because I used to stream in my living room, which is like a lot ahead of my room. So therefore, I just start streaming from my room. It's a lot easier that way to just be a little bit behind and stuff like that. So absolutely, but yes, just like that, the Stallions defense came up big, got the stop, and honestly, this defense deserves a lot of credit as they created quite a few key turnovers, especially earlier in this game and stuff like that, and when the game was a lot closer. But now being up 27-10, it's just a matter of running out that clock. As for the Generals, though, I mean, what can I say? Every turnover you had led to a touchdown. And then obviously when you turn the ball over, that's points that you don't have. But outside of the second quarter is really when they played their best in terms of offensively, being able to score. All 10 of their points came in the second quarter. And so, but outside of that, it just wasn't there. They did a great job on the ground, though, but definitely got to improve on that passing game. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial. But again, 34 votes in, and so that 71% that picked the Stallions right now are feeling real good. And the 29% that picked the Generals, well, there's always next week. Let's see, like says, Generals aren't a slouch team. I believe they're runner-up last year. And so, hey, the Generals, they're a good team. And I mean, what we saw from them in the first half, that's more so I feel like a better representation of what type of team they are this year as well. But the second half, the Stallions, they just started, everything started clicking. When you make mistakes and you fumble the ball as much as the Generals have and stuff like that, and you gift a team that this good, with that type of choice field position and stuff like that, yeah, you're going to get results that you don't like. So absolutely. Let's see. Lark says, "Have you ever been to Progressive Stadium?" And so I have not. I have not. And so Edward, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say it wasn't your General's day-to-day rusty season opener. And so yeah, I don't know what they served at halftime, Edward, but make sure you guys don't serve it next game there. But it's just a bad game, honestly. The score doesn't dictate the type of team that this is right here. That was pretty evident in the first half, especially the second quarter. All right, meanwhile, the Stallions try to run the ball here, but man, they're going to lose a lot of yards on this one. He lost about 2, 3 yards in the play, but more importantly, the time continues to tick away. All right, so we got 4th and 10 here. I'm sorry, not 4th and 10. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. All right, so they give it to the back here, and he's going to pick up about a yard on the carry. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down here, and we've got 3rd and about 11 coming up. And with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. I guess the question this year for the Stallions is, will we be able to be perfect this year? We were so close last year, so close. But again, 3rd and 12 coming up. They just broke the huddle. So let's see. Locke says, Jameer injury update. And so, yeah, I cannot hear the TV because if my TV picks up any type of audio, then it would, like flag YouTube and stuff like that. But I will look and see if I can find anything on that. And again, 3rd and 7 right now. All right, so 3rd and 7 shotgun here. Oh, we had some movement there. Had some movement. Got a little excited there, so that's going to move them back. Again, 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the game. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 12. All right, takes the snap out of the shotgun, throws it, it's completed, and they bring him down definitely well shy of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. All right, so they're going to bring out the punt unit. It looked like for a second that they were going to consider possibly going for it here, but they opt to go ahead and bring out the punt unit. Punt's on the way. Nice high punt there, and you get the bounce you're looking for. Excellent punt there. And they will touch it there. And so the Generals, again, just trying to see if they can go ahead and score some more in this one, but this one pretty much will be in the bag. All right, so here we go. Pro Cup. And so how do you guys feel about the fact that in the USFL and also in the XFL as well, how they go about switching quarterbacks and stuff like that, just like other positions and stuff like that? How do you guys feel about that? All right, here we go. 1st and 10, shotgun. Gonna take a shot here, and he says, "Why not?" But it's incomplete. Incomplete. So we got 2nd down coming up. All right, let's see. Braden says that the Golden State Warriors are up 86-78 with about 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And so, okay. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Takes a snap. Throws it. Another shot, and that is another incompletion. So we got third down coming up. Yeah, I mean, not near the receiver there, but pressure in front of him. All right, snaps the ball. Moving around. He's going to scramble. Can he get the first? He does get the first. All right, so that 2 minute mark hits. A minute 59 left to go in this one. All right, let's see. Locke says, is there a certain reason they do that? It makes me nervous if they just go with one quarterback, let him get comfortable. And so I feel like I'm not sure if it's necessarily something associated with like maybe how the rules are set up or something like that, but they like to go with two quarterbacks there. They typically will have one that'll probably run more, one that'll probably be more pass and stuff like that. It typically works out better to have one that'll be more of a run first threat, the other one more of a pass first. But they tend to do it. And so I guess like there are some advantages to where if one quarterback gets hurt, the other one is able to step in immediately and stuff like that. Keeps both quarterbacks engaged. But yeah, I do like the traditional sense of keeping one quarterback in and stuff like that. Like I better not see the NFL ever transition to anything like that. But yeah, but I guess I'm okay with it. Let's see. Braden says, watched a little bit of the USFL game and the Stallions look good. And so, yeah, they look good. They look good. They look good. As long as they got the defense looking how the defense is looking and the pieces that they got, they're looking like they're going to run it back again this year. They should, anyways. But we still got some more teams to see for the first time, so I'll hold judgment for now. But I like where the Stallions are at right now. Again, we are at the commercial thanks to that 2 minute warning. But when we come back, there's just a minute and 59 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, in which the Generals are down by 17 points, 27-10. All right, so here we go. Generals are in the shotgun here from their own 11-yard line. Takes a snap, throws it, another deep shot, and this time he gets a completion. Let's see. Brandon says the Kings have cut it to two, and Jordan Poole is injured. And so, oh man, how what did he injure? How did he get injured? Not JP. All right, takes a snap, throws it from the pocket, gets the completion over the middle, and at the very least, you at least get that rhythm going and hope that it carries over to the next match. Let's see, Locke says, bro, I don't even think Kings have ever won a chip. And let's see, Braden says he's up now. If it wasn't for my Lakers, I'd be super excited for Sacramento right now. But obviously, my team comes first. All right, so there's a player right now that's letting the medical staff know that he needs medical attention there. Pretty sure it's his knee. Yeah, he hurt his knee after he dropped the interception there. I'm sorry, dropped the reception. All right, so the medical staff will look at his knee, and we got a minute 20 left to go here in the game. Let's see. Braden says he was driving to the basket and his knee kind of twisted, but he's fine now. And so, well, those knees twist back a little bit easier when you're that young and stuff like that. But yeah, once you hit that JB range, then yeah, it doesn't do that no more. Let's see. Edwards says Satterfield hurt, and so yeah, hate to see it. Hate to see it. Hate to see. It. Hate to see anybody get injured and stuff like that. But especially a minute 20 left to go in the game, was so close to this one finishing. We did see Williams earlier with the injury though, and his looks like it's going to cost him the rest of the season. The receiver for the Stallions. Let's see. Tool, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you? And you say you want to go to a game so bad, and so bet. Which game would you have in mind? Let's see. Braden says the Kings are up 91 to 90 at the end of the fourth quarter. And so, wait, I'm sorry, at the end of the fourth quarter, as in game's over? How much time is left in that one? I'm pretty sure that's a typo there at the end of the fourth quarter. But, wow. Sacramento making it exciting. Oh, you mean end of the third quarter? Okay, bet. And let's see. Tool says, dude, good to be back. Good to have you back. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. But hey, this is a great time of the year. Literally all kind of sports all around. I mean, you name it. Whether we're talking NBA playoffs, whether we're talking the conclusion of the XFL season, whether we're talking the USFL starting, got the NFL draft coming up very soon, very soon. So, a lot of great things. Let's see. Braden says third quarter. Excuse me. Braden, I was like, we skipped the whole quarter of updates, man. Like, what happened? I was like, why are you so calm? But yes, we see his teammates right here coming out there and giving him a high five, letting them know they support him. That's good right there. All right, so they're going to go ahead and take him to the locker room. All right, so he's going to go ahead and head to the locker room here. His team will be joining them shortly. And let's see, Tool says, I wanted to be at this one. And so, oh man, you should have been. Probably could have ended up on the Jumbotron, should have been. All right, here we go. Second and 10. All right, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes the snap, feels the pressure, and they got him. They got him. I don't know who got there first, but two guys got him, one on each side. Let's see. Locke says the Stallions' defense is amazing, but do you think the offense is lacking a little? Well, to be honest with you, when it comes to the offense, the only thing really is that I feel like last year, like Scarborough, for example, would have gotten them at least probably a good 65 yards rushing earlier in the game, so a little bit more of a running game and stuff like that. But because of how great their defense is, I've seen sometimes last year that they'll win like 13 to 10, but Smith and McGough, they have high composure. So if the game is close late and the defense will ensure that it's close, they can finish out games good enough to where they'll win some games. The kicking game is solid enough as well. So they'll be able to win the games that are close because of that composure type of thing. They're not going to have the most flashy offense in the league, but because of how good their defense is, the offense is good enough to go out there and win it, if that makes sense. Let's see. Tool says offense looks just fine. Hey, that's right, just fine. I couldn't have said it better myself. And so, because what I saw last year when the competition got to that playoff spot, Smith took it to a whole nother level last year, a whole nother level. So it's just a matter if one of those receivers can just rise up like Turpin did last year and just take it to that next level, then hey, that can elevate this offense. But this team has everything to be the favorites here on out. All right, let's see. Tool says, I think McGough is going to be electric this year. And so, hey, he showed a little something. He showed a little something out there. I love the combination of these two, honestly. I do love that combination of these two quarterbacks there. And so, and we're going to have that knee, which means, hey, this is it. This is a wrap. This is game. And so the Stallions start off 1 and 0. And so, looking to defend that championship. That's the quest this year. 27 to 10, our final score. So, hey, I appreciate that. We had 39 votes in this one. 67% said the Stallions would do it. And, hey, 33% believed in the Generals. But, hey, this is week one here. So, we'll see how these two teams progress throughout this season. My next stream tomorrow will be the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Y'all know I'm a Lakers fan. And so, you already know who I got in that one. So, I had to tune in for that one. But if you have some time, do feel free to come through tomorrow. If not, see you guys next time. But you guys take care and see you guys next time. Brandon says, good night, JB. Great stream and see you tomorrow. Yeah, good night to you. See you tomorrow. Tool says, back to back, baby. Let's go. That's right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. There's not another team that's built the way that the Stallions are. Like says, see you tomorrow. Tool says, keep it up, JB. And so, yes, appreciate that and appreciate you guys. You guys take care. Going to go ahead and end the stream here, but looking forward to seeing you guys next time.